used by nonprofits.
Rosie O'Donnell takes a shot at Joan Rivers.
I got news for Joan Rivers. She looks pretty ugly herself.
The former talk show host's no-holds-barred bashing of Joan's personality and plastic surgery.
Fact is, she looks weird. And I am not willing to pretend I don't see it anymore.
Plus, Paul McCartney's pregnant daughter is mugged. We'll tell you what happened and how she's doing.
Our interview with George Clooney, what he told us about calling the shots on Julia Roberts' new movie.
First and last time I think I'll direct.
Then Elvis's grandchildren, the latest on 13-year-old Danielle and 9-year-old Benjamin with mom Lisa Marie.
One of Billy Joel's closest friends opens up to E.T. about the singer's recovery in tonight's cover story.
He just wants to look at life slightly different than he did before.
Billy's marriage to and divorce from Christy Brinkley. The lawsuit over lost millions, past suicide attempts, the personal pain of rock and roll's piano man.
Which weight loss trends really work?
I tried Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Suzanne Summers, and then once it's over, I slowly gained the weight back.
The new A&E investigation into the diet gurus who turned the battle of the bulge into a $40 billion a year industry, and the diet pill that nearly killed this woman.
Will Smith, what's it like kissing another woman with your wife and son watching it all?
He said, Dad, what are you doing? You're kissing somebody on your wife's birthday. Are you crazy?
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Rosie rips Rivers in our top Hollywood story. Hi, everyone. Bob Goen is off tonight. I'm Mark Steinis.
And I'm Mary Hart. Rosie O'Donnell did not hold back. In a surprisingly candid interview at the launch of the Mohegan Sun Casino, the comedian teed off on Joan Rivers. Rosie on a roll is first up tonight.
This is just fact. She's made a living out of being mean. She now looks like an alien. Fact. There's no feud, it's just a fact. Da-na-na-na-na, na-na-na.
How are you? I'm great. Are you drunk yet? Not yet.
Rosie has returned to the stand-up stage, and Joan has become one of her favorite targets.
I thought she was mean for years. She made a career out of being mean. She would kick people when they were down. She would just be so unbearably cruel. I got news for Joan Rivers. She looks pretty ugly herself. And that face is frightening.
Rosie says that since she left her show in May, she feels more free to speak her mind. She says it was when watching Joan fill in last year on Live with Regis and Kelly with the sound off that she first was startled by Joan's appearance.
I turn the volume up and I hear, oh, oh, oh. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Joan Rivers. Now, if you want to be in the media, you have to pretend not to notice that she looks like an alien. I'm simply saying, fact is, she looks weird. And I am not willing to pretend I don't see it anymore.
Rosie was one of the headliners who performed over the weekend at the grand opening of a lavish new hotel at Mohegan Sun, a popular resort and casino 120 miles outside of New York City in Uncasville, Connecticut. The event drew Blues Brothers Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi, Steven Tyler, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, and former President Bill Clinton on sax during an all-star jam session. As for Rosie, there was more on her mind than Joan Rivers, namely dispelling tabloid reports that her life partner Kelly Carpenter nearly lost the baby she's carrying.
I read in the tabloids that we were dangerously close to losing the baby. She hasn't even thrown up.
Lucky Kelly. A spokesperson for Joan Rivers tells ET that Joan is currently in London on her comedy tour and is not available for comment.
George Clooney recently finished directing his Ocean's 11 co-star Julia Roberts in a new comedy, and soon he'll be back in front of the camera with Catherine Zeta-Jones. We got the scoop at a very special family event.
I'm having a good time right now. A lot of work. Tired. Getting old and gray quick.
George is about to begin shooting Intolerable Cruelty, in which he squares off with Zeta-Jones in a nasty divorce battle. And he recently finished Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, directing for the first time.
First and last time I think I'll direct. When you're the director, you're suddenly doing all the things that directors do to you. Manipulating actors and, you know, asking them to do things that you hate when directors ask you to do it.
Even so, George says it was fun to work with Julia again.
We laughed a lot.
But he is coy about reports Brad Pitt and Matt Damon have cameos in the film.
Maybe.
George went back home this weekend to pay tribute to his father, Nick, who was honored for his 50 years in broadcasting at a benefit for the Kidney Foundation. At the event, they played a tape of a prediction George made more than 20 years ago.
5 years from now, they'll go up to my dad and say, "Aren't you George Clooney's father?" So I love it.
George is also just finishing a sci-fi adventure called Solaris, which is scheduled to land in theaters next summer.
Everybody runs, Fletch.
It was Tom Cruise by a nose. His new sci-fi flick narrowly beat Lilo and Stitch in the big race for the weekend box office.
He set me up.
Tom's Minority Report took in $35.7 million, barely topping the debut of Disney's new animated movie, which earned $35.3 million.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
And finishing third, Scooby-Doo, with an estimated $24.4 million weekend.
And Matt Damon's thriller The Bourne Identity hung in there at number 4.
Paul McCartney's daughter is assaulted, and we have her condition at the top of tonight's ET News Link. Mary McCartney, one of Paul's 4 children with his late wife Linda, was mugged on a London street, according to reports today. Mary, 2 months pregnant, was slightly injured as 2 assailants stole her engagement ring and other jewelry. Mary went to a local hospital and was released. Paul's representatives had not returned calls by our deadline. With the death of Ann Landers Saturday at age 83, the advice column she wrote for nearly 50 years will cease to exist after its July 27th edition, the last column Landers completed before succumbing to cancer. Today, in an interview on Good Morning America, Ann's daughter, Margot Howard, said that her mother worked right up until her death.
She wanted to conserve her strength for that.
Landers' longtime editors will begin a new column written in her style to be called Ann's Mailbox. And Jennifer Aniston will have a non-jury trial next week for her lawsuit against 2 magazines. She's suing them for publishing a photo of her sunbathing topless in her backyard.
Connie Chung returns to TV tonight with her own show on CNN. E.T. spent a day in the life with the journalist and found out she is ready to take on Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer.
What the heck have I done?
As the premiere of her new show approaches, Chung is rushing around CNN's New York offices, sitting in on production meetings, doing her hair, rehearsing for tonight's debut, and giving E.T. a tour of her set.
And an interviewee would sit here, and I like being close to the interviewee.
At 55, she's a 30-year veteran of all 3 network news divisions. She credits husband Maury Povich with keeping her grounded.
I would tell you that I am low maintenance, but he would tell you I'm high maintenance, very high maintenance.
While excited about her new CNN job, Chung will have to skip this summer vacation with Maury and her disappointed 7-year-old son.
And he said, why? And I said, because I have to work. You remember, I have a new job. And he said, well, why don't you tell them you want to go back to ABC?
On Connie Chung tonight, she hopes to beat the competition and land the kind of big interviews that she has done over the years. And at her CNN launch party, she got a helpful pair of running shoes and promised to do her best.
I'll outmaneuver Barbara Walters, grab Kenneth Lay. Is that a crime? Push past his lawyer, trip Diane Sawyer, and get me to the get on time.
She's singing, but not the blues. CNN is reportedly paying Connie at least $2 million a year to beat her cable competitors, Bill O'Reilly on the Fox News Channel, and Phil Donahue when he debuts on MSNBC on July 15th.
Coming up in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
One of Billy Joel's closest friends talks about his conversation with the singer in rehab.
I see it as just a step in the right direction for life.
How Billy is doing and a look back at the difficulties in his life. Which diets work and which one is deadly. Today's most popular weight loss trends and the before and after photos.
I was 225 when I had my surgery. Now I'm down about 120 pounds.
Will Smith's love scene with his wife and his son on the set.
He's looking at Jada like, that's okay.
Then meet the heirs to the king, Elvis's grandkids.
That's coming up in the ET Insider.
So, you didn't really take jobs as international spies, did you?
No.
And you didn't really move to Istanbul, did you? No. You went out and got yourselves a Serta mattress. But you didn't have the guts to tell the counting sheet that you didn't need us anymore.
Sorry, but our Serta is so comfortable.
You'll feel the difference the moment you lie down. Serta, we make the world's best mattress.
You gotta be the wave. Pay attention now. You're the thread, and the wave's the needle. I'm hanging 5.
Woo! It's all about balance.
Whoa! I'm back. I still got the moves, kiddo.
Shark attack! Flying fish! Tidal wave!
I need practice. I got nothing.
You need Stitch.
Ride the wave of mayhem in Disney's new animated feature, Lilo and Stitch. Catch a bobblehead in every McDonald's Happy Meal.
Here we go. Are you with me?
Cowabunga!
1, 2, 3. Now we're making driving a Chevy even easier. 1, pick any Chevy. 2, get big cash back. Or 3, get low APR financing. So 1, pick Chevy Suburban or Tahoe. 2, get $2,500 cash back. Or 3, get 1.9 APR financing plus $500 bonus cash. That's Suburban or Tahoe. $2,500 cash back or 1.9 financing. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Get to your local Chevy dealer today.
Hello? Hey. So she took some wild vines and went out.
Wild vines? Oh, must be girls' night.
I wonder what they talk about every week.
I want details.
I don't know. What if they're talking about us?
Always refreshing. Wild Vine Strawberry White Zinfandel. Wild about our friends, wild about our wines. The official wine of Girls' Night Out. Wild Vines.
This summer, 12 new house guests will spend 3 months secluded in this house with nowhere to go. What? Cameras will watch everything. Big Brother 3 premieres Wednesday, July 10th on CBS. This summer, 12 new house guests will spend 3 months secluded in this house with nowhere to go. What? Cameras will watch everything. Big Brother 3 premieres Wednesday, July 10th on CBS.
Look for the sign, you're in Les Schwab country.
Celebrating 50 years.
At Les Schwab, everything we do begins with the question, is it best for our customers? If it is, we do it. Pick our written warranty. The extras at no extra charge. Supermarket selection, everyday supermarket prices.
Les said it then, he still says it today. Keep the customer first in everything we do. It's why we're proud to say, if we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it.
The gold standard turns platinum, the New York Times.
Hands down, the car of the year, the Detroit News.
The interior is near perfect. Business Week.
Hey, who you calling near perfect? The 2002 Camry.
Just 9 more days until Men in Black 2 invades theaters. And from Will Smith's on-screen kiss to Lara Flynn Boyle's voluptuous new look, our Rashumba Williams talked to the stars to get all the surprises from the set.
First day on the set, it was right back.
Will and Tommy Lee Jones reteam as the Men in Black, but this time they share the screen with some surprising new players, including Michael Jackson as an agent in training.
How did you guys get Michael Jackson to do a cameo?
Oh, Michael called after the first film. He called 4 years ago. And he said, look, if there's ever a Men in Black 2, I'm in that movie. And it felt good for me the way that the audience reacted. I saw it with the audience the other night, and people just scream and applaud.
Will also made the movie a family affair.
Your sons, Trey and Jaden, had like a cool cameo.
Well, Trey wants to do everything. That dude, his father being a Man in Black is the best thing ever happened.
But things got a little complicated when Trey saw Dad in a kissing scene with co-star Rosario Dawson.
The day we were shooting that scene was Jada's birthday. And the scene was over, and he said, Dad, what are you doing? You're kissing somebody on your wife's birthday. Are you crazy? It's her birthday. I said, no, well, Trey, you know, it's really acting. He's looking at Jada like, that's okay.
Another addition to the Men in Black family is Laura Flamboyant.
Hello.
Playing a voluptuous villainess.
The cleavage came from my knees up. That lingerie is not meant to be worn in real life. That had quite a bit of rigging going on.
Men in Black 2 opens for the 4th of July weekend, and Will says it's the perfect time to launch his new movie.
Hang out with your family a little bit, a little fireworks, and then the Will Smith movie. What could be more American?
Sounds like a good time. And Will told me that he sings a love song with Jada called 1,000 Kisses on his new album, Born to Reign. It'll be in stores tomorrow.
Next in the E.T. Insider.
Elvis Presley's grandkids get the scoop on Lisa Marie's children growing up fast. Suzanne Summers speaks out about today's fad diets.
I interviewed over 100 nutritionists, and what was interesting about that was that not one of them concurred.
Which ones work? From Atkins to The Zone, meet the doctors behind the $40 billion a year weight loss business. Billy Joel, his rehab, and the real-life pressure.
I'm Billy Joel, aren't I? You know, don't people think that I have this perfect life?
His divorce, his battle over money, his suicide attempts. The Piano Man's problems as his good friend reveals how he's doing in his recovery.
That's next in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
It's one of life's biggest questions. Do you buy what you really love or what's on sale? At Payless, it's the same thing. Find any pair of sandals or canvas shoes you love. Get any other pair of sandals or canvas shoes you just can't live without for half off. Look smart, Payless.
This is no place for a bandage. Till now. Introducing the Liquid Bandage from Band-Aid brand. An instant waterproof seal that stays on anywhere, which helps every cut heal fast. The new Liquid Bandage from Band-Aid brand.
If you can jump, if you can swim, if you can ride, you can compete. Enter the State Games of Oregon. No matter what your age or skill level, you qualify. To enter the State Games of Oregon, call this number or log on to coin.com. Enjoy family and friends, a picnic in the park, lounging by the lake, and fireworks. Coin 6 invites you to Blue Lake on the 4th of July. Live music in the park, spectacular fireworks in the sky. Log on to coin.com for details.
With Verizon Wireless, now you can talk.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Or access the web.
Good.
Across the country. Because now get unlimited, that's right, unlimited night and weekend minutes to use nationwide. All on the America's Choice Network. Now with mobile web for only $40 monthly access. That's the best wireless value.
Good.
From the best national wireless network. Plus, pick up a sleek web-ready LG phone. Hurry, the minutes may be unlimited,
Good.
But the offer's not.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Next Extra, Summer Blockbuster Secrets, a Showbiz Insider exclusive. First up, Minority Report. Why Cruise and Spielberg's new sci-fi thriller is scaring even them. Then, counting down to MIB2.
July 4th, Big Willie weekend.
Will spilling secrets from the sequel. Plus the return of Charlie's Angels, but one big star won't be back. Also, the creator of Bernie Mac, what he refused to cut out of the hit show. Plus, is she the next Madonna? Mexico's sexy Paulina Rubio. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Coin TV 6.
Okay. Now after dinner, it's homework.
I don't want you up late again.
I already did it.
Already did it?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah.
This moment brought to you by Sylvan Learning Center.
Homework used to take me forever. Then I got help from Sylvan.
We call our approach the Sylvan Advantage. It's individual attention from highly trained and certified teachers, plus progress reports for you.
Serving you with 11 centers in the greater Portland area. Call 1-800-EDUCATE today.
Which diets work and which ones don't? As Americans continue to put on the pounds, weight loss gurus are getting fatter wallets. Well, tonight, A&E investigates the battle of the bulge. Over half the country is overweight. Americans are becoming the fattest people in the history of civilization. So says Diet Wars, airing tonight on A&E, which adds that it has led to a $40 billion a year dieting industry.
I tried Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Suzanne Summers, and then once it's over, I slowly gained the weight back.
The investigative report says more than 2,000 diet books are out there, with one of the most successful touting the high-fat, high-protein regimen of Dr. Robert Atkins.
Who wants
wants to be a millionaire diet doctor.
But there is such competition among diet doctors that a government-sponsored seminar led to a verbal battle.
I would love to see some data from Dr. Atkins showing that he can actually get reversal of heart disease, measuring the underlying disease process.
Well, we're working on it.
Well, good. I'd love to see it.
We're not as good a fundraiser as you are. We have to dig into our own pockets.
Excuse me, 10 million books in print and you can't fund the study?
Suzanne Summers, whose own search for a diet created her new career in the weight loss business, admits that disagreement is the norm.
I interviewed over 100 nutritionists, and what was interesting about that was that not one of them concurred. Everybody had a different approach, and I realized, oh, this is a very inexact science.
Fortunes are spent on liposuction, and last year, 60,000 people spent nearly $30,000 each for a gastric bypass. This young woman said it worked wonders.
I was 225 when I had my surgery, which was almost 3 years ago. Now I'm down about 120 pounds.
But the quick fix promised by the now discredited drug Fen-Phen ended in disaster for this patient. It caused pulmonary hypertension, a disease with a 60% fatality rate. She survives by wearing a pump that supplies medicine 24 hours a day.
Never did I think that I would go to the doctor and he would prescribe a pill for me that the FDA had approved, that this company had made, that absolutely would kill me.
The A&E special reports that only 5% of dieters have long-term success.
Fans were surprised by the news last week that Billy Joel had entered a rehab clinic. Now, an old friend gives us the latest on Billy's health and why he wants to turn his life around in this Entertainment Tonight cover story.
He's doing fine. You know, he just wants to look at life slightly different than he did before.
Joel's friend and former producer Phil Ramone spoke to the troubled singer just days ago at Connecticut's Silver Hill Hospital. The two go back more than 25 years. Joel is godfather to Ramone's 19-year-old son.
Yeah, BJ, named after Billy Joel.
Ramone says he's proud of his friend for recognizing his problem and for taking action.
He's got a wonderful daughter. Alexa Ray is just incredible. And, you know, she's a teenager, and he has to be a good father. And I see it as just a step in the right direction for life.
Many of the Grammy winner's songs were born from the private pain he has suffered over the years, including legal battles with his former lawyer and his former manager and brother-in-law. Billy sued for $90 million, alleging fraud and misappropriation of funds. The singer triumphed, but the victory was bittersweet. He only received a small percentage of the damages awarded when the manager filed for bankruptcy. Joel has also admitted attempting suicide twice while in his 20s.
Who was I to sing the blues? I'm Billy Joel, aren't I? You know, don't people think that I have this perfect life, that I'm married to Christy Brinkley, that I have a successful recording career?
But not long after this 1993 interview, Joel's 9-year marriage to Brinkley ended in divorce.
We can all be distracted from the things that are truly important to us.
And though he's endured his share of both personal and professional ups and downs, Ramone believes Billy will ultimately triumph.
He's so open and forthright. I think if he wasn't, he would have hidden, and this would be some secret meeting. It's not. It's like I need to go away for 2 weeks and get my head together. What else can I do to make my life strong and important? He's a very strong guy, extremely strong.
And as we reported, Billy will continue his tour with Elton John in the fall. And Ramone tells us the singer is also considering scoring a movie. Tomorrow on ET, our Cher exclusive. The first footage from her farewell concert tour, from the classic music to the trademark wild costumes. We're on stage and backstage as Cher hits the road for the final time.
Now this thing would kick Britney Spears.
Lakers basketball heartthrob Rick Fox, what he told us about being named one of the sexiest men in sports and his new movie. Then, a pro wrestling lingerie showdown. Who's the hottest diva in the ring? Trish, Stacy, and Tori. They take it off and take each other on for the title. That's tomorrow.
And we'll be right back with what the Insider found out about Elvis's grandkids.
Which ER doctor was an original part of the hit series staff? Is it Sherry Stringfield, Ming Na, or Laura Innes? Your answer is next in the E.T. Birthdays.
Closed captioning provided by...
With all natural ingredients from my own kitchen, I created a no-heat hair removal gel for my daughter. Nads, from our home to yours.
At drugstores nationwide. Words are your wheels to take you anywhere you feel.
7 years ago, I learned to read. It was hard, but it was the best decision in my life. If you know someone who can't read, phone 1-800-929-4458.
Your mind is an automobile.
Words are your wheels.
Words are your wheels.
See this face? This is my overworked, stressed out face. Stop the volcano, save the village. It never ends.
Well, come to Tiki Time at Red Robin, where you can get our signature teriyaki chicken burger with bottomless steak fries. And a chance to win the ultimate vacation, a trip to Tahiti.
This is my chillin' at Red Robin face. Much better, don't you think?
Come to Tiki Time at Red Robin, America's gourmet burgers and spirits.
Hi, honey.
The way Steve is hiding Boca burgers, you'd think no one told him they're meatless with 70% less fat. Okay, no one told him. Boca, the taste will change you.
Hey. What's that?
Morning mix.
Chex Pieces, cranberries, raisins. You know, I had an idea to invent something like this.
Really? Was it as good as your idea for the remote control toaster?
Much better.
Well, this has fruits and nuts.
I had fruits and nuts, too. I had a different name, though. Dave's Good Stuff.
Morning Mix. A grab-and-go bag of crispy Chex cereal with sweet raisins, tangy cranberries, and almonds, all mixed together.
How long did it take you to think that one up?
Morning Mix from Chex. Breakfast to go.
This summer, 12 new house guests will spend 3 months secluded in this house with nowhere to go. What? Cameras will watch everything. Big Brother 3 premieres Wednesday, July 10th on CBS.
I don't know why you keep going back.
Derek, honestly, I really don't think anybody's really that happy. I hear all these stories about how everybody's so blissfully happy. You know, it's just a fairy tale.
It's not.
Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Wendy, you're perfect. Look at you. You're the best driver I know.
That's true.
Okay?
All right, maybe I will find somebody.
Good. Are we happy now? There's the Wendy I know.
Ray, what's he doing? Waiting for his Pepsi AC to start working.
Why wait? Nothing's faster than Tums. Take your Tums.
AOL is very easy, very simple to use.
I love hearing,
"You've got mail."
America Online, so easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
Having an E.T. style star birthday today, Nancy Allen turns 52. Peter Weller is 55. Michelle Lee is 60.
And which ER doctor was an original part of the hit series staff? That's Sherry Stringfield. Today, she is 35.
Rocco's Celebrity Invitational. Open for play.
Bob's Tournament brought Kevin Nealon, Kevin Sorbo, and Kathy Mattea to Denver to help out the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Colorado. Bob has hosted it for the last 7 years, and this year's event has raised some $300,000.
Whatever level of celebrity I have, this is what that affords me to do.
Elvis's grandkids were spotted at the premiere of Lilo and Stitch. 13-year-old Danielle and 9-year-old Benjamin came with mom, Lisa Marie. There's an eerie resemblance to their late granddad, one of whose songs is performed in the movie by Winona.
I feel fine. 'Cause your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of fire. You light my whole sky, burning love.
And be sure to join us for that mansion tour with Patricia Heaton.
From the wine cellar to the elevator, she's helping redo the spectacular Hollywood estate, and we're going to show it to you tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Every Monday I click the dial, so CBS can make me smile. I'm all funny. squeeze. Yes, Steve is on here. That's what I want.
Oh, God.
Everybody loves this Scotty Ray. He's gonna chase your blues away. See some funny. And Becca rocks. CBS Monday.
That's gonna need another coat.
That's what I want.
It covers the entire Northwest. The biggest Toyota tent event in Toyota history. Our incredible region-wide tent event. We've got you covered with great savings on a huge selection of new Toyota trucks. Now get an amazing $1,000 cash back on the full-size iForce V8 Tundra. Or you can drive away in the tough and rugged Tacoma with an incredibly low lease rate. Get big savings at our region-wide tent event. See your Toyota dealer now.
You can be late for a lot of things. But a lower interest rate? You don't want to miss that. Just call 1-800-CHAMPION. Now's a great time to refinance. If anyone can show you how to reduce your monthly payments, it's Champion Mortgage. They've been doing it for over 20 years. I know you've got 10 minutes. Don't miss out.
For a no-obligation free consultation, call 1-800-CHAMPION and see just how competitive our rates are. Champion says yes.
Hey, I lowered my cholesterol. All right. Hello, my cholesterol's down. Hey guys, I lowered my cholesterol.
In case you haven't already heard the news, Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower your cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet. And with its sweet honey taste, that ought to make you really happy.
I lowered my cholesterol.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Be happy, be healthy.